This 5-bedroom split entry floor plan by BK Developments Limited is incredibly unique. The layout is different than any model I've seen, and it's got a setup for a guest suite. I'm telling you, you're gonna wanna take a look at this one. Hey, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I'm John Murray, a Halifax Realtor. Now, what I do on my channel is I visit all the developments going up all around and outside the city of Halifax, and I give full home walkthrough tours on all the new construction so you can learn about all the floor plans by the wonderful builders we have here. If you're interested in this or thinking about moving, buying, or even selling, do me a huge favor, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification button so you can stay up to date with everything that's happening in all these new communities. Today I'm out in the highly sought after subdivision of Indigo Shores in Middle Sackville. Now, if you're a local here or you've already seen this section before, feel free to skip ahead to see what floor plans today's builder has available or right to the home tour. I always have timestamps available. But if you're unfamiliar with this development, stick around and let me show you. We are located just off exit 2A of the 101 highway, which makes this one of the most strategically connected spots in the HRM. You're a straight 20-minute shot to the airport and about 25 minutes into downtown Halifax. But because of the 101, you're effectively the gateway to the Annapolis Valley, meaning you could be exploring wineries and farm markets in about 45 minutes. One of the biggest draws to Indigo Shores is definitely the space. Now, these are not tight suburban lots like you're gonna see in Brunello, West Bedford, or the parks of Lake Charles. Most lots average between 1 all the way up to 4 acres. They're wooded, so you have privacy, but you're also close enough to neighbors to borrow a cup of sugar if you really needed to. Now again, when you're out in these developments, you're gonna be on well and septic, nothing to worry about. When you're buying new construction, everything's new, the wells are drilled deep enough, and the septic should give you 25 to 30 years of a surety as long as you treat them well. Now I'm gonna put the schools up in the neighborhood for you to see for a minute. You can do some research on them, and you can reach out with any questions. One of the things that sets Indigo Shores apart is definitely McCabe Lake. Now, it is one of the premier motorized boat-friendly lakes in the area, and the best part is, even if you aren't buying a direct lakefront property, you get community access just like where I'm at right now. I'm near the end of McCabe Lake Drive, and I'm about to take this path down to unnamed Park 23. This is a great spot for the community if you're swimming, launching kayaks, canoeing, or boats. The whole area has a real cottage-like feel to it. I really think you're going to enjoy this development. From a practical side of things, you're only 5 minutes from Downsview Plaza in Lower Sackville. That's got all the grocery stores, it's got hardware stores, restaurants, basically anything you need. All the essentials are there and they're only 5 minutes away. But really, the potential in this neighborhood is right where I'm standing behind me. So while the neighborhood is mostly residential right now, the master plan includes commercial phases right up here near Midnight Run Park and the main entrance. There are also even heavy rumors of a Costco coming to the area right where I'm standing. The point is, the value here is only going to go up. So let's see what you can actually buy here right now, and we're gonna get on with some home tours. Okay, so before we go inside to check out this home by BK Developments Limited, I just want to remind you that I don't represent any of the builders on my channel. I have great relationships with them and their listing agents that have provided me access so you can see these homes. If you have any questions about the builder, just reach out, and I hope you enjoy the tour. So we are about to check out this really unique split entry model by BK Developments Limited here in Indigo Shores. Just some specifics on the house before we do go in. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath with a double car garage. We're looking at 2,572 square feet. The lot we're sitting on here is 1.4 acres and it's priced just under $840,000. And like I said in the earlier part of the video, this layout is really unique for a split entry. I'm actually really excited to kind of walk through it with everyone. So without further ado, let's go on inside. So you're gonna notice right when we come in the entryway here, this is composite decking in your front steps. And they do have pot lighting up throughout, which you see in a lot of these newer builds anyway, but composite decking going up is great. The back deck is gonna be lumber. So beautiful door coming in. With this, you can see with the side lights on both sides. I'll just give you a quick look. So, nice and wide staircases here. There's quite a few steps going up. We're gonna start with the lower level, and the first thing you're obviously gonna notice when we come down is that there's a wet bar roughed in already, which would make this a really opportune spot for a little guest wing. Now, if you've heard any of my tours before, you know a guest suite or in-law suite is not a legal secondary suite. There is a difference, but it would be a great spot to have some company. Or just have your own little bar down here, movie room, whatever you want to do. So we've got a great rec room space here. This is laminate flooring, by the way. You get a heat pump up here. There's going to be heat pumps throughout the house. Again, these are electric. They're going to heat your place in the winter, keep it cool in the summer, and keep your power bills efficient. Those are called ductless mini split heat pumps. You get baseboard heating down here as well. You got pot lights. Nice big windows looking out to the front of the property. Full turn around here. This is a great space. So you don't often see a wet bar in this area in these layouts. You also have an additional walkout door here to the left, which is also very unique. Now, straight ahead, we have a giant coat closet. If you look at that. And I think the reason it's placed there is because directly to your right is your garage door. So if you are using your garage for access, this would probably be the closet you would be using to keep all your coats. I'll give you a quick look at the garage. It's a bit messy right now, so don't mind it. It's typically what these garages look like. This home was just recently completed. Like, I mean, just finished. Yeah, that's a great space. That'll be your utility room over tucked in around there. Actually, I'm gonna trek through. Yep, nice and neat. Everything for your well, your hot water tank, and your air exchanger. Don't mind that noise, I'm just stepping on things. And right here is going to be your understairs storage, as per usual. Now, if you made it this far into the video, I always like to say you're probably at least somewhat interested in new builds and the builders we have here in Nova Scotia. So if you ever have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you already have a realtor, that's cool too, but if you don't, I'd be honored to have a conversation with you, whether you're looking to sell a home, buy a home, new construction, resale, it doesn't really matter. Just here to provide value for you, and my information will be on screen. So I help people like you all the time. Don't be shy. Now, you have your 4th bedroom right here. So just tucked around the corner. Get a flush mount light there. It kind of indents here as well. If you're wondering what that is the electric fireplace that's yet to be installed up in the living room area. So when we go up there, you're gonna see a cutout where that fireplace is gonna go. Got a closet here. Nice big windows. So, down the hall as well, we're gonna have a laundry room directly to the left, and then a full bathroom. I'll save the surprise for the end of the hall when I get there. See, nice laundry room here with the tile flooring, and you have a set tub in here as well, and some shelves already built in for you. Here's your full bath. You've got a linen closet right here. You can see how this has all the makings for a great little in-law suite. Now it's not completely separated from the top floor as it is open staircase, but for family or older children, good spot. So here is another bedroom. So I don't know why they're listing this as a 4-bedroom, but it's actually a 5-bedroom. I've been through it. The surprise with this room was clearly, as you can see, I left the closet door open for you. It has a big, giant walk-in closet. Again, this is not the primary bedroom. So really cool to have an extra walk-in closet here. Just gonna look out to your backyard. And you've got baseboard heating here. So yeah, that's it for the main, or for the bottom level. As you can see, it's really differentiated itself from a lot of traditional split entry models. Look at all the light coming in too. It's a Sunday morning. It's about 10:15, 10:20 in the morning, just for context. We're expecting nothing but snow again for the next few days. It's the end of March here in 2026. And that's just the kind of winter we're having. So we're gonna go right back up. Give you a quick look as we head upstairs. Now, I'm gonna stop talking for a second and just give you the quick spin around. Okay, so let's do things a little different today. I usually end in the primary, but we're gonna end in the kitchen today. So in a traditional split entry layout, what you're usually gonna see is first door on the left is gonna be your main bath. The last door on the left is your primary bedroom. Then you have the bedrooms on the right. However, this layout's different, as I said. You do have your coat closet here. So there's not one in the entryway, but they do have one at the top of the stairs here. Now here, the first door on your left, this is the primary and the ensuite over to the left. The main bath for the 2 bedrooms on the right is at the end of the hall. So it's got a totally different layout than what we're used to. So let's go down and take a look. So this will be one of your secondary bedrooms. It's a good size, got a flush mount light on the top and a baseboard heater. Again, these face out to the front of the house. Closet. It's going to be your primary over there. We'll get there in a minute. Your next bedroom. And good size. I don't know how well the size shows up on the camera sometimes, but you can take my word for it. These are nice, big, spacious bedrooms. If you do want the floor plans, just reach out and I will get them over to you. There's a good chance when you're watching this video that this home will be sold But if you'd like to kind of explore getting it built in the future or where it might be built, I will let you know. So here's the main bath that those two bedrooms would share. Okay, so it's just tucked in at the end of the hall here. Which is good. Got a tiny little closet, but it's not as small as you would think because the shelves are big and deep. So it's deceiving. I really like this layout, especially compared to a typical split entry. This is really cool. So here's your primary. So it is nice and wide. You'd probably put the head of your bed there. Could easily fit a king and have lots of space on both sides. So that's gonna look out to the back of the property. Here's your ensuite. A nice big walk-in closet here. There's your attic access up top. You notice they have both pot lighting and the flush mount light here in the primary. And your ensuite. So you're first gonna notice you have a double vanity here, okay? They do have quartz countertops throughout the house. You've got a soaker tub there. You'd probably want to get some curtains for these windows because there is a property next door if you were living in this particular lot, but depending on where you are, once these trees grow into, you'll have all the privacy you need. At least here, they've cut here. But we're focusing on the house anyway, so nice tiled shower all the way to the top with the glass doors. Again, pot lighting and flush mount lights in here. Yeah, really pretty. All right, let's make our way out to the main area. We'll finish up there. So I'm gonna note that, again, you've got your heat pump here. You see the cutout there? That's for the electric fireplace that was sitting down in the bedroom downstairs that will be put in. And this is really big. This living room area, really spacious. So you've got nice big windows there and also on this side of the house. It's nice big layout. Very open. Even here where your dining room space would be, they've left a lot of room. Even I can imagine having the stools there for the kitchen island. Tons of space. Got a nice big back deck. Again, I mentioned quartz countertops here, and the cupboards and drawers are all soft close. So if you're someone noisy like me, as you can see, perfect. Good undermount sink. So the appliances are already built into this model. I don't believe they're included in the price. Sometimes they're negotiable depending on the builder if they're already in, but they're typically not assumed to be included in the base price that you see when you see it online. They've got the Whirlpool appliances in. So here's your pantry, great size. Tile backsplash. Microwaves built up in. You notice the tile's gonna be the same over here all the way to the ceiling, which is great. Nice big kitchen island. Again, these islands are wired, it's code, they are built in. So lots of cupboard space. Very practical kitchen. And they've even got a place for your recycling and garbage, which I'm kind of obsessed with in these homes. I feel like they're necessary just to keep everything. If you're a neat freak like me, you want to keep everything tidy. So yeah, anyway, that is it for today's model. I think it's honestly one of the nicer split entry models available on the market today. It's priced just under $840,000. Again, Indigo Shores is a very high-end neighborhood, and this is a great property. If you have any further questions, please reach out and let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear. We'll see you on the next one.